Greetings, YouTubians, and welcome back to Wayne Sharp World, and Merry Christmas to everybody out there. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and in the spirit of Christmas, with all the packages being ripped into today, I thought we'd rip into one more package on the channel and take a look at one amazing new Vosteed knife that I am a big fan of. It's already a design I love, but it's yet another different version and another different size. Very, very cool thing they got going on here. But before we get into this package, I've got a giveaway going on today in the spirit of Christmas as well. I've teamed up with Vosteed for a giveaway of this guy right here. This is not the exact one. The winner will actually have the knife sent to them directly from Vosteed. But this is the Vosteed Corgi. And if you hop down into the description below, you can get entered to win the Stormtrooper version of the Corgi. Very, very nice little knife. Fidgety, fun button lock, very clean, nice kind of a casual EDC. So if you want to win a Vosteed Corgi, hop down into the description below, click on the link. That's going to take you over to Gleam. Now, Gleam is kind of a new way some YouTubers are trying to help grow their channel. So basically, to enter, you hop on down, and there's tasks you can do, and you accumulate points for each task. So the more tasks you do, the more points you get, which is more entries to win the Vosteed Corgi. So it's all pretty self-explanatory. You'll have to go down there. You'll have to log into Gleam. If you've done a giveaway through like Blade HQ or something like that, there are some other retailers or companies that use Gleam. It's a way to help kind of grow the channel, which is really kind of always one of my goals. So if you subscribe to Wayne Sharp World on YouTube, if you follow me on Instagram, those are two ways to gain extra entries into the giveaway. And then, of course, you can refer friends to do it. And if a referral signs up, then you also get another entry. So you can come up with a good amount of ways to win the knife. So pretty fun little thing going on there. And I thought it would be a good way to have it's like a perfect day for a giveaway, right? So thanks, Vosteed, for teaming up on that. And before we get into this, there's also a pretty good sale going on over at Vosteed. You can get up to 30% off on not only their website, but also on Amazon. So if you don't see what you like on their website, you can always swing over to Amazon and see if there's a Vosteed knife that you want to check out. And like I said, up to 30% off, and that goes up to January 5th. So pretty good deals going on over there. And you guys know I am a very big fan of Vosteed. I think they're right up there with the Kaisers and Civivis and Artisan Cutlery, CJRB. They're doing really good things over there. And this tin right here holds another very, very good thing that they've brought out recently. One of my favorite models, probably, it is my favorite model from Vosteed. And I think a lot of people would agree. So many good versions of this. And this is just the newest one. And what we're talking about here is the Vosteed Thunderbird with this awesome, like, green camo carbon fiber. But have you noticed something else? Is there anything else look different about this Thunderbird? Well, it's smaller. It's considerably smaller. So first of all, check out this detent. Did you hear that? Oh, the action on this thing is next level. So stinking good. Now, the big difference is the difference in size here. We have a shorter blade, a shorter handle, and overall a considerably shorter knife compared to the original. We're going to do some size comparisons here real quick, but first, let's take a look at some quick specs. We are looking at an overall length of 7.17 inches, a blade length of 2.98 inches, so we are under 3 inches on this Thunderbird blade, a handle length of 4.19 inches, and a blade steel, M390 on the blade steel, so a nice premium steel, and a price that's actually not too bad either. So the original versions of the Thunderbird that were, obviously longer with a 3.5-inch blade, those are coming in at like $130 with S35. So really for an extra $20, $24, you're getting M390 and this jungle camo carbon fiber, which is really, really cool. So not bad for $159. I think that's a pretty solid deal. And now let's take a look at some size comparisons. So first, what we'll do is bring out the original Thunderbird. This was one of the first ones, and that's the original length. So as you can see, considerably bigger blade and handle, just a bigger knife. And then one of the other more recent releases, the Thunderbird Tie, which is really right in between these two, but just for the sake of a true comparison to the smallest one, we'll put them both here. So as you can see, the Thai Thunderbird is bigger, but then the original is even bigger. Now the big difference here, let's do this. Let's move them in this order here. So we have 3 different blade lengths. We have 2.98 inches, 3.25 inches, and then this one up here is 3.48 inches. So not a huge difference, but as you can see, there is a gradual change throughout all these knives. You guys tell me, which size do you prefer? Me personally, I really do love this one. I really like all 3 of them. So I will say, from an ergonomic standpoint, they're all very, very similar. You have a little extra to hold on to down here. Some people may or may not like that, but I also really love the 3.4-inch blade shape. I still think for me, my sweet spot, my favorite, is probably the 3.25-inch version. Just a really nice size blade, and the handle, like I said, so this handle doesn't feel much different in my hand, but it's a very, very slight, subtle difference. And I think some of it is just not having so much extra handle at the bottom there. I think there's something about that kind of like mildly notifies my OCD of like, hey, there's not as much handle down there. So I don't know if that's something to do with it. My brain's weird. Sometimes I don't even understand the way it works, but there's just something about that 3.25-inch version that I really like. And now this smaller version is also obviously still an easy 4-finger grip. It's great. Like, it is fantastic. And I love this carbon fiber. I'd really want to see more carbon fiber and titanium across the board, because what they did was this version has carbon fiber, the 3.25-inch version has titanium, and then the 3.48-inch version I don't think has had carbon fiber or titanium. I'm pretty sure those have all been some type of G10. So I would really like to see the Thunderbird. The Thunderbird here kind of reminds me of this knife right here, the CJRB Pyrite. In terms of popularity, I think the Thunderbird is a prime model to where Vosteed could do kind of like what CJRB did with their Pyrite. Just give it everything the fans want. Give it carbon fiber, give it titanium, but make it across the board for all the sizes to have the different handle materials. I think that would be awesome. But the Thunderbird is undeniably, in my opinion, probably, rather easily the best design from Vosteed yet. Now, there's maybe a couple that would still challenge that, but yeah, I don't know. I really, really, especially this detent, the detent is perfected on the small one. Now, the detent on the other two are still great, but if you listen, it doesn't quite have that click. Here, let's do them right side by side, all 3 of them. So here's the big one, the medium-sized one, and then listen to the click. Listen to the click on the last one. It's noticeable. It's so stinking good. Like I said, the action on all 3 of these are great, but there's just something a little different in this smaller version. And some of it could very well just be the smaller blade shape with a little less weight, and like the way everything's balanced out on the knife. It could just be that. But yeah, really, really love what Vosteed is doing with this Thunderbird. And it's an easy, and especially for a 3-inch blade here, I can easily say this is one of my favorite 3-inch blades of all time. It's definitely, I'm making lists all over the place of like my favorite 3-inch knives, my favorite whatever size knives, my favorite 5th pocket. If you're looking for a good blade under 3 inches, this Thunderbird is easily up there with the best of them. And not just for the actual for the detent, but just everything. I just love the design. Feels great in hand. The carbon fiber gives it a really good pop. There's also like a winter, kind of like an Arctic storm carbon fiber variant too, where it's the same pattern of carbon fiber, but it's blue and white instead of 2 different shades of green. So it's really cool there. There's a link below that'll show you guys all this. I don't know if they're in stock right now or when they'll be in stock, but there are definitely a good amount coming. They'll be available. You just kind of gotta just keep tabs with Vosteed, and you will know when they're released and when they're available. But definitely highly recommend checking this one out, or any of the Thunderbirds. Like I said, the Thunderbird in general, the design, from the fidget factor to the aesthetics to the ergos, everything about them are so good. And it's a very easy candidate for me for one of the best EDC knives you can get out there, especially in that $100 to $150 range. Really, really good offering from Vosteed. And yeah, I want to see more. Let's bring out more Thunderbirds as much as we can get. Let me know what you guys think. Which one do you prefer in terms of size? Do you like the big one, the medium one, or the smaller one that just released? And that's that, guys. Be sure to hop on down, click the link, try and win yourself a Corgi. But most importantly, guys, have a very Merry Christmas. Hopefully you're spending the day with people you love, and it's just a day filled with happiness. And I'm going to go spend the rest of the day with my family. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, a very Merry Christmas, and a prosperous and happy New Year. But I will see you before the New Year comes. I can guarantee you that. And until the next one, I'm out.